Welcome back again, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. And yeah, we're back to the playmat because, it's Speed Duel Sunday, guys. And honestly, a little easier if we had the playmat. Let me adjust that just a smidgen. Today's deck is a perfect storm of an emailed challenge and just recent thoughts. Because it was a few weeks ago, a viewer that we've nicknamed Mokuba asked, could we do structure decks challenges based on a structure deck he was just about to obtain? So with Merrick and Bakura, just really up in my thought process, and a random email challenge. Again, the challenger wanted to remain anonymous. I'm not sure why we didn't just come up with a nickname. So I'm going to call him Merrick for today because I decided to take the challenge and use a Merrick skill card to do it. So the challenge was, could you make Zombyra the Dark good in Speed Duel? The answer is yes. Obviously, the answer is yes. So let me give you guys this deck list and let's explain it as we go, all right? So first things first, we need a skill card. Twisted Personality is my choice today. Because again, with everything I'm doing in the main deck, this just offers a little bit of uncontrollable control. Like the opponent really can't do much. So what's going to happen is every time either player loses life points, this gets a counter. This can hold up to 3 of those counters. And then once per turn during my own main phase, I may use one of the following skills. So I can either A, remove 2 counters from this card and discard 1 random card from the opponent's hand, which I don't have to tell you why that's good. Or B, I can remove all 3 counters from the card to destroy a face-up card the opponent controls. So again, the more damage we're both doing to each other, the better. So again, Twisted Personality, good card, great card, and worthy of its own 10-minute talk, which it's not going to get. Let's get the deck, though, shall we? First and foremost, we want to be slightly competitive to kind of competitive. So we're going to need to start off right. 3 copies, Breaker the Magical Warrior. As usual, the way that this guy works, when it's normal summoned, place a spell counter on it. It can only hold 1. Gain 300 for the spell counter that is on it. And then I can remove that during my own turn. To target a spell trap on the field and destroy said target. So again, if there's nothing to destroy, he's a 1900. And if there is something to destroy, great. He'll drop down to 16 after he handles business. Next up, a bit of an odd choice. 3 copies of the Command Knight. And again, Command Knight, this one's kind of weird. So let's really get in there. Let's get close. So all warrior monsters I control gain 400. If I control another monster, monsters my opponent control may not target this card for attacks. What this means is this will be treated as being 1600 because if they wrote it as 16 with that effect, it'd be 2k. That's a little overpowered. 16's just fine. You get 2 of these. They are at 2k because they are stackable increases. And additionally, something that's not really talked about, if these are the only things I control is 2 or 3 of these, then my opponent can't declare an attack. But if there is 2 of these and a breaker, then my opponent can attack, but all I could attack was the breaker. So basically, the way that Marauding Captain says, you can only attack me, Command Knight says, you can't attack me until last. So again, if you have 2, it just creates an infinite loop that blocks the attack. We are going to run 1 copy of Jinzo. And this is going to make total sense when we go through the spells because we don't run traps in the main. And again, when you don't use this guy during game 2 and 3, just side him out because everything in the side deck is traps. He's just in there for the oppressive first game on occasion. And then last but not least, 3 copies, Zombyra the Dark. Now, what makes this guy amazing is he's a 4-star 2100. And he's just cool. The effect cannot attack directly. That's fair. And if this destroys a monster in battle, then this card is reduced by 200 attack. So again, just use them sort of sparingly. You guys will get it. This is like a pure beatdown, and it does things in a technical way. Moving into the spells, again, 3 Books of Moon. It's one of my favorite things to do. You guys know it by now. Put a monster in face down defense position. It's quick play, so technically it's a trap that gets by my own Jinzo. 2 copies of the Cosmic Cyclone to handle the back row. Should we want to maintain Breaker's power, or should there be more than one target? Again, quick play, so we can do this on our opponent's turn, and with or without the Jinzo. Next up, 2 copies Offerings to the Doomed. And again, I played this with, I want to say it was the Bakura build, where we were trying to play out Dark Necrofear, just because the skill card allowed us to draw anyway. Still good here, and especially when you understand that there may come a duel where you can set up 2 Command Knights, and skipping your draw means that you can deck out the opponent should they not have an answer to destroy your Command Knights. So keep that in mind. There is a possible stall tactic totally built in. What this is going to do though, target a face-up monster on the field, destroy the target, skip your next draw phase. Again, just fine. And then again, we are going to end this out with 3 copies, Reinforcement of the Army. Why? This allows us to search out the Zombyras and the Command Knights. Now remember, with the Zombyra going and being at 21, with 1 Command Knight, that is 25. With 2 of them, it's 29. Guys, Zombyra the Dark can hit so many monsters in this game. It's not even funny. If you guys give me a second, go ahead, take a screenshot, maybe pause the video, take your notes. This is the 20 card main deck. I'm going to be right back with our fusions and our extra deck, as well as our side deck. So do your thing, and I'll be right back. All right, to get the extra deck party started, I want to just state this is like one of my favorite generic extra decks. If you guys ever play Waking the Dragon the way that I do, it's just a good spread. You want 1 copy Blue Eyes Ultimate because it is the largest monster in the game that can be played out with this card. You want 1 Cyberblader because it has the most effects. It is one of the most versatile things in Speed Duel. And again, you got it with the GX box. You do want your Cyber End Dragon. It is one of the strongest cards in the game. It is also one of the largest, or I think it is the largest, that also boasts piercing damage. So again, very good. You do want to tech your 1 copy of the Ojama King. Because again, why play the Knight when a King has more defense and can collapse literally the entirety of your opponent's field? Just do it. It's so much fun. The 1 copy of the Ryu Senshi. Again, for 1,000 points, you can negate normal trap cards, and any spell card that targets it is immediately negated and destroyed. So again, seriously good card. And then last but not least, the Thousand Eyes Restrict. And again, one of the most technical plays that you could do. Again, we don't have links or anything yet. We don't have an actual extra zone, as it were. And I'm not sure how that's going to work once we do. Assuming Speed Duel lasts that long. But again, Thousand Eyes Restrict absolutely paralyzes everything on the field. Can equip monsters from the opposing side to it. It can only equip 1 at a time. And again, taking on their values. So again, my favorite generic 6 when it comes to Speed Duel. And then again, my sideboard, just as generically good. Again, I always lead off with like the 2 Lost Winds. And again, Lost Wind, a lot of fusion, a lot of GX era stuff right now. Heroes, Cyber Dragon, even the Cyber Blader. Like, a lot of these things could do a lot of damage to you rapidly. Having the double Lost Wind, being able to half the monster, being able to take away its effects. This is fantastic, let alone the fact that you can recur it. Makes it just that much better. Waking the Dragon, good option to be able to play all the things in the extra deck without actually devoting the space to the proper materials. And then, of course, Zoma, because you guys know inner conflict is always going to be a thing. So as long as inner conflict is a thing, Zoma needs to be a thing. And again, maybe you bopped your opponent's Waking the Dragon. They've got their Blue Eyes Ultimate, or they got their Cyber End Dragon. So you're going to need that bit of an insurance policy to at least make it a double KO and force the draw. But that's it. That's the side deck. That's the extra deck. That is the skill card and the main. Again, guys, I do hope that you enjoyed this one. I've had a lot of fun playtesting this for like the last week and a half. This has been like the secret project. I've been all giggly about this every time somebody asks me. And it's just been a lot of fun to play with. And again, Zombyra the Dark. Like, who would have thought that card would have done as much as it could in this build? So guys, if you enjoyed this, do consider, supporting the channel. It's very simple, takes you seconds, means the world to me. All I need is a like, a comment, possible subscription, maybe share it with your friends. And if none of that, do me one favor, go out and try to have a great day today. And to make today even better, remember, it's Speed Duel Sunday. We still got a spotlight coming up. Can you guess which card it will be? It's on this table right now. So we'll see you in about 2 hours. And then we'll have that ready for you, all right? All right. You guys have a good one. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. Later.